You got to keep beings with a victim mentality away from you, bro, because all they're looking to do is make an argument. They're not looking to make a point. Like yesterday, I was having a conversation and I realized every point I made was viewed as destructive. No matter if it was my perspective, no matter if this is how I think, right? A lot of people can't have conversations and build, and then they will disguise it as them being or authentic being, right? Or them looking out or trying to raise the frequency or help the planet or whatever their skew is, or to address world problems, right? But if you're addressing things that's going on, or you talking about self-reflection, shadow work, trauma, whatever, right? I'm always looking for a solution. I'm always looking to, hey, this is what we've been through. This is what we could do now. Or this shit is happening and it's not changing. This is what we need to do. We need to make decisions. Or, hey, okay, I fucked up. I did this. It is what it is. I accept it. But people don't want to accept things. So they always want to be on the fence of, no, it can't be. No, this can't happen. Or what do you mean? It's always a confusion because they're confused within themselves. See, I'm grounded within myself, so I can always come to an answer, even if I don't have an answer. And guess what my answer is going to be if I don't have an answer? I don't know. Straight up. And I'm going to continue to grow and learn and experience. Everybody wants to feel like they got to teach somebody something. And that's the main problem with society these days. Nobody needs to teach nobody nothing. There's too many fucking teachers as it is. There's too much information out here. If you could read and write, you could apply yourself. Everybody doesn't need to be a teacher. I feel like people should have positions to where they're in control of teaching the youth in society and wherever that the fields is, right? That's their job, the teachers that teach, right? But for the people in life that are other humans, and that they're teaching on one subject, there's people out here that perceive themselves to be teaching everybody the full scale of the puzzle, the full piece of the pie. Whole time you only see one little pie over here, nigga. It's a million pies. So you saw one pie, you got one piece of this pie, you think you connecting this dot, and it's 100 other dots. So it's 100 over puzzles you got to connect for it to all look like something. Bro, half of those mysteries are scattered around the earth. And you're going to have to go to these places of the earth or do extensive research on the internet, because the internet is just a database for global civilizations, if you want to be honest. And another thing about the internet is it was started by the CIA or the military. So when we thinking about using these things, right? Like, for example, in the conversation we had yesterday, she was talking about like, well, if you're making content on other people and you making content not about yourself, it's like the forms of like, how do you know who you are if you're making and focused on other people? See, people don't realize that the internet and social media has already drained your energy. It's already took from you for years and years and years on. So my theory is, right, when people like to address you making content on other people, you talk about other people, this and that, right? We here on Humans on Earth, we could do that. We have the decision and free will to do whatever we want, right? But in another sense, in another form, it's a spiritual warfare tactic. So whatever the matrix throws on me and I'm forced to look at, what is this bullshit? Oh, this is a new trend? Let me get my energy on it, get my spin on it. If it pops up in my algorithm, I am lawfully, by universal law, I'm allowed to react to it. By just the law of attraction, the law of rhythm, the law of reaction. I made a new comedic law called Tahuti. Called Tahuti. So one thing I realized is a lot of people don't have peace within themselves. So when they see you, they feel like, oh no, there's no way you can be grounded. I'm grounded. I'm okay. I'm straight. It doesn't affect me. Things, see, this is the thing too. Everybody can't handle things on a high magnetism. They can't handle what you can handle. So this is why people have different things they have to do. But instead of us focus on, hey, what are you good at? Let's focus on this. Hey, what are you good at? Let's focus on this. People want to, victim spirits want to focus on what's only bad, what's only negative, what only, let's just say you're producing, that's a problem, an issue, or only the problems. They never want to look at or be appreciative of what they have, because that'll take away from the victimhood. The first thing you could do as a human, bro, as a being on this planet is take accountability in your life that is all on you. Everything that happened to you is your fault. Well, I don't want yeah, okay. All right. Keep waiting. Keep waiting for somebody else in a community and a camaraderie to uplift you and bring you up. You're gonna be waiting forever. You gotta tap in, find that power for yourself. Like, oh shit, it's all on me. You know, when I realize I'm connected and I don't need nobody, because when I go to nature, I always feel like nature talk to me, bro. Like anytime I go into nature, in the middle of nature, bro, and I'm walking, I take my shoes off, I'll be like, damn, everything I done did before left up to this moment. And now I'm grounded. You might see the water, a squirrel run by. You think that squirrel is worried about anything else but what that squirrel on? All these realms exist. So one thing, I'm learning how to transmute energy. A lot of things used to drain me. Like having a conversation like I had yesterday used to drain me more. And it kind of did, but I'm able to transmute the energy better because I'm realizing like a lot of humans here on earth are in a hell misery state within their own self. So there's nothing you could do, talk about, or say that can help them out. This is why when I started to cater to only making like woke bot content, I did it for a reason, because I'm like, I'm not gonna keep getting my pages took down and all this shit, trying to spread truth and keep getting labeled misinformation and all this extra stuff. And folks truly that's gonna research and do their due diligence gonna do it. And people that consume, they're gonna consume. So there's no way you can stop that shit. You better get a form of your manipulation. And people will be like, well, how does this help? Damn, they said Chris Tucker lying now? Bro, no, he not, bro. Here we go, man. It's like if I would have came on the internet and said, Chris Tucker looked like he lying on this interview about being with Epstein. Now, like, you know what I'm saying? But when I defended him, he's not lying. You see what I mean? It's not even just like, it's people that on the internet, the comments, like, this is what most people, this is how they view things. Like, everything is like a problem. Everything's a problem, bro. But I hope y'all could get some power off of this video. I'm gonna go to work. I'm out. Peace.